Career choices are life choices. Take them seriously, do it right. So it's very important for us to build a career that's worth having. So what I'm trying to do in this particular session will be to first understand the broad philosophy which I am a firm believer of as regards as career choices are concerned, and then we will take up specific choices with respect to CA, CS, ICWA, MBA, IES and entrepreneurship and the other careers. Now the greatest waste in this world is the difference between what we are and what we could become. I do not want you to land up with a career where 20-30 years down the line you realize that, boss, I ended up doing something where I could not do justice to my talent. So imagine for a moment if Harsha Bhogle would have ended up in his career as an accountant in a steel company, doing monthly closing of accounts and reconciliation of TDS returns. That would have been a great waste, because that was not his core USP, his core unique selling proposition. So let's make a choice where we are very much focused, we are very much wanting to do something in the future. And trust me, the past is totally irrelevant here. Yes, it does give you some indicators about your potential, about your capabilities, but often a lot of people spend a lot of time ruminating about the past. अरे शायद मैं ऐसा कर लेता तो हो जाता, शायद ऐसा कर लेता तो हो जाता. Or they are not able to take very firm choices which are very sudden. For example, if you studied commerce in class 11 and 12 and suddenly choosing a career in law, it will be something which has nothing to do with your past 2 years, because you studied accountancy and commerce and eco, and here you are studying laws, criminal and civil. तो आप बोलेंगे अरे यार, am I better of doing chartered accountancy or MBA where my past does not get wasted? But the choice here is that what is more important for you, the past or the future? So that's something important about me. I've done my schooling from Don Bosco Lilwa and studied from Xavier's, where I've got something called the Nihil Ultra Certificate of Excellence for the best role performance in the Department of Commerce. That's a one in the batch of 800, done by Chartered Accountancy with rank 25 in CAP2 and 22 in final, and I've done a 1 year MBA, a 1 year full-time MBA rather, from IIM Ahmedabad. Worked in organizations like Deloitte, ITC, Tata Steel and Aditya Birla Group, and that's what gives me a reason to believe that I can speak with some degree of authority on this very sensitive topic called career, because I've really interacted moreover with a lot of professionals in course of launching CA Job Portal, which is the first recruitment portal in the country for finance professionals. So coming to the philosophy part of it, career, one very crucial thing is that there's always going to be a stark difference between ambition and reality. I might want to be Michael Jackson, that's my ambition, but the reality is that even my friends and relatives just get turned off the moment I start singing. In that case, there is a lot of disconnect between what I want to do and what I am capable of. And therefore, it is very important that before making a career choice, take time to understand yourself, your likes and your preferences. Ambition is not like an injection that let's say it's like an injection as in my father wanted to be an IAS officer. He could not become because of family circumstances. Okay, I will try to become an IAS officer. Where my core of ambition is IAS officer as per the books. But my reality is that I really love 3D animation and want to get into Maya and stuff. The other thing about ambition is that it cannot be imitated. I cannot want to become an MBA in finance from the best B school in the country only because my elder sister has been doing that very successfully. So don't think of it as an injection or as an imitation. And parents' attitude does play a lot of role here. because often parents tend to want to fulfill their unfulfilled dreams through us. But you will be only happy if you choose a job that you or really love. So very important to understand yourself and understand what is meaningful to you, what makes you happy. Is it respect? Is it challenge on the work front? So you might want to become someone for whom every new day is a different day, where there are new problems to solve on the work front. And there could be someone who says, boss, enough of adventure. I want something which is very plain, straight jacket, and at the end of the day, I get my salary. That's what it is. Some people want to grow, some people want to believe in a mission, so they would want to take a pay cut and join an NGO probably. And because they believe in that cause, they want to educate people in rural India. So I've got a junior from college who feels that her mission from life after being a gold medalist throughout school and college life and I'm in Ahmedabad is to work for rural India. So she's working on a startup which is in the agri space. So in Sikkim, she's working on organic farming, a startup which has now found recognition even in Man Ki Baat by Narendra Modi. But what kept her going for the last 3 years was not this day, but the belief in the mission that I want to do something for rural India. So that is an individual's call, and that is going to make a difference between being just okay with your job and being truly happy. Yes, meaningful will be very different for every individual. For some it's going to be money, for some it's going to be recognition, someone it's going to be make an impact. But then yes, don't just look for obvious things like salary, title or prestige. Because one thing which is very clear about money, which I have myself experienced in the last 10 years, is that money, happiness, it's never the absolute number which matters. It's always linked to relativity. So remember in school, after our first semester, we would be shown the answer scripts, and suddenly I get my answer script which shows me scoring an 82 in a chemistry. And I really am confused whether I should be happy or sad. I look at my friend's paper and he scored a 70 and I'm on cloud 9. Wow, uska 70, mera 82. Happy. I look at the other friend, he scored 95 and I feel, wow, shucks, 95. Wow, uske muh pe मन में I scored so bad. So therefore that rat race, it's very difficult to win. So the idea should be to do something which makes you really happy, so that even if you don't make up $1 billion out of it, you're still happy. So orientations of the mind is something that you need to decipher. So mechanical oriented people will look at tasks such as repairing, assembling or working with machines. So gears and friction and pistons and all those things are what excite them. Now if this person is asked to do a sedentary desk job, he's not going to be happy. He's not interested. Business, भैया धंधा करना है, पैसे कमाने हैं. Dhirubhai Ambani, the next Dhirubhai Ambani of the country. So these people might not be very good in academics, for example. So their past tells them that, oh, you failed in 3 subjects and you must work hard to get a pass certificate. But the fact of the matter is that this person has got a brain which is geared towards commercial activities. So he can become a very good entrepreneur if he or she so desires. Scientific, logical understanding, thinking, and so d by dx and integration from 0 to infinity is something that this person will like. He will like working in a laboratory, thinking about what could be the new formulations. That's a bent of mind. Aesthetic, yes, the world needs you because you're creative. You're creative either in terms of visual, literary, musical or dramatic forms of art. Social, so you are someone who really wants to talk to people, and it's kind of a very big always surrounded by people, talking to people. So if such a person ends up taking a career in banking where he's a relationship manager, he needs to meet people, talk to them, convince them, looking in the eye, looking at body language, he'll love it. And this person, if you put him in an MS Excel job doing financial modeling, which might be an exotic thing in the investment banking space, he will not love it, because 8 hours he's not speaking to anyone. He's just looking at that screen, doing coding and trying to lick cells, formulas. So these things will not matter in terms of the end happiness. Clerical, yeah, some people will be very happy that I prefer activities which require working in an office. I have interest in desk jobs, number manipulation, computing, working with details, accuracy, precision tasks. Again, a bent of mind. Outdoor. Now, society eventually will stack you as part of a social pyramid. So if you look at the people at the top of the pyramid, they are the lowest in number, and the vast majority will be in the middle of the pyramid and in the bottom of the pyramid. Case in point is a CA fresher who could start off his career at the top of a pyramid at 24 lakhs per annum in an HUL or a PNG or a Marico, or middle of the pyramid in an Infosys or a Tata Steel or a Wipro at 9 lakhs, 10 lakhs, or at the bottom of the pyramid in a TCS at 5.5 lakhs or a DB Desai at 5-6 lakhs, or worst case scenario he might end up losing an opportunity to make a career but starts working in a CA firm at 2,40,000 per annum. So it's a 10x difference between people who are products of the same system eventually. The normal human choice is to move up the pyramid, and that is going to happen only if you choose something which is in sync with your natural abilities. So what do you want to be? Who is the one who captures your attention of this thing? Diwane Khas or Diwane Aam? And there is only going to be one or two things in life which really you are very good at. 1% individual cannot be good at everything. So have you come across someone in life who is a neurologist plus a cardiologist plus a pulmonary specialist plus maybe a neurosurgeon plus someone who knows very good about the liver? So who do you respect more in life? A general physician or some specialist like this? It's because those people have chosen that yes, this is something which really excites me and they specialize. So who do you want to be is a personal choice which you need to take. Arts and all is not in the remit of the current discussion. I will come to commerce straight away. So if you look at commerce, after 10+2 you can opt for BCom or a BCom honors. So there is a slight difference between the two, where one is called a pass course and one is called an honors course, and in some career choices it will make an impact. Now people also make a trade-off that they are getting Xavier's BCom and BCom honors in second rank college, and they say कि भाई ठीक है, बाद में कौन पूछता है honors है कि pass है, but I'll be a Xaverian. So then that choice people make. Then there's BBA, BBA. Now the myth in the market is that BBA will prepare you for MBA. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. So people with eco honors can also go for an MBA. BBA can also go for an MBA. BCom can also go for an MBA. BBA per se will not have a lot of say in the market as well. You can offer a career in law or computer applications. So my neighbor, after 11-12 commerce, he eventually ended up a career in BCA because Java and PHP and 3D animation and Maya are things that really excite him. So he said, yeah, this is what I want to spend the rest of my life doing. Then you could probably opt for these careers if you're not very academically gifted. So you can go for a career in hotel management, which will be more about people and less about academics, or a travel and tourism, or diploma in education, or you can offer one of these professional programs like CA, CS, ICWA, CFA, or an MBA, or you offer UPSC also, which we are going to cover in the next thing. Coming to chartered accountancy, the first choice that we are now discussing. Chartered accountants can actually go anywhere and do anything, and I'm actually very proud to be a chartered accountant because I tend to rub shoulders with a Kumar Mangalam Birla, or a Deepak Parekh, or a Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, or a Pranoy Roy, S. Gurumurthy, or a Motilal Oswal. These are people who've also felt at some point of their life that this course called chartered accountancy, no matter how less glamorous it might be as compared to some of the other options in the market, but eventually is a course which prepares you for life. So once you are a chartered accountant, I've never seen a chartered accountant not being able to do things which he or she has determined to do, whether it is plain vanilla accounting or corporate finance, or even exotic things like branding, supply chain, logistics management. So CA to CFO to CEO is one very different journey that we actually try to understand in a separate session. But as far as CA is concerned, the one thing about jumping on the bandwagon is that a lot of people will recommend you to go for a CA because they see it as a straight line path. And students feel that okay, हाँ थोड़ा ups and downs है, ठीक है, थोड़ा ट्यूशन जाना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा मैथ पढ़ना पड़ेगा. But actually it is like this. This path can be as turbulent as this. I've seen people who fail in an ITSM in CA IPCC and appear for the next 7 terms, try to clear group 2 because ITSM, that is Information Technology and Strategic Management, as a paper has eluded them. So CA final का ट्यूशन कंप्लीट होने वाला है, डायरेक्ट टैक्स, इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स, अकाउंटिंग, कॉस्टिंग, माफा, एंड अभी भी वो IPCC दे रहे हैं. CA final, if you get stuck, you might get stuck for life. So this course is not as rosy as it's made out to be. It might be, especially if you are living in cities like Kolkata, where in every nook and corner you'll find 4 to 5 CAs. So incidentally, one of my known juniors was coming back from Bangalore during Diwali. In the same flight, he had 15 people who were Calcutta chartered accountants who are now stationed in Bangalore coming back for Diwali. So Calcutta as a market has a lot of chartered accountants. So there is this misconception about this course that it is too easy or something. But it might be a very rosy thing for you. But yeah, foundation interfinal rank, articleship from Big Four, industrial training, of sexy job after graduating as a chartered accountant, and maybe rising out to CFO level. But हाँ, वो सब लोग लिखवा के भी आते हैं कुछ हद तक. हर किसी के साथ वैसा नहीं होता है. So the process of CA is very simple. You can either go for CPT scheme, where the eligibility is you should be 10th pass and enroll for class 12 and appear for class 12 and then appear for CPT. और दी डायरेक्ट एंट्री स्कीम विच इज आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन. सो इसमें क्या होता है कि आपको सीपीटी से एग्जाम्पशन मिल जाता है, आप सीधा आईपीसीसी दे सकते हो आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन, बट दैट इज स्पेंडिंग 3 years doing a BSc or a BCom or a BA. And then so if you go for the direct scheme under CPT, you will eventually end up doing chartered accountancy course at a lower age than under the direct entry scheme. But yeah, if you want to play it safe, that I will not be able to manage graduation and CA together, it could again be the way your brain cells work. It's better to opt for completion of a graduation and then get into CA. So CPT will have 2 sessions. Session 1 will have fundamental of accounting of 60 marks and mercantile law of 40 marks. Session 2 will have general economics of 50 marks and quantitative aptitude of 50 marks. Typically, it is very difficult to fail in CPT. So CPT happens twice a year, June and December. And if you fail in June, you will clear it in December. The second step will be IPCC, where you will have group 1 with 4 subjects and group 2 with 3 subjects. So overall there are 7 subjects. It's an intermediate exam. Once you've cleared IPCC, you can go for your articleship training, even if you've cleared only group 1. And CA final, once you've cleared your CA final, you start earning the bucks. You're ready to make your dream come true. That's the pinnacle of success. Now, one interesting thing about this whole story is that CPT as an exam is relatively far easier to crack. As I told you that it is quite difficult. जैसे आप class 10-12 में fail होना ICSE में बहुत difficult है. You need to be really very determined. It's also something like that. Look at the numbers here: 38%, 38%, 34%, 35%. These are the percentage of people who clear. Okay. And now if you compare it with total number of applied people, yeah, it's 1,16,000 is the average of the last 14 terms. So you look at things as latest as June 15, 1,28,000 people had applied for CPT, 32,000 people cleared it, so 25% of people cleared it. I had the data for the latest two terms also, but yeah, it's not incorporated here. No worries. It's almost on the same lines. But look at CA final group percentage. It is actually more volatile than Bombay Stock Exchange. If you look at this data for the last 12 years, or rather 13 years from May 2003 to May 2015, एक बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज के से ये अप डाउन अप डाउन अप डाउन अप डाउन करता है. इट्स वेरी वोलेटाइल. स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन ऑफ 6.7% with 15% एवरेज पास परसेंटेज. एंड सीपीटी में कितना था? 35%, 38%, 25%. Here it's 20% was one of the peak seasons, 20%, 28%, but it can fall as low as 3%. So this will vary from term to term, and if you get stuck, you get stuck for often probably for the next 3 terms. So this will be the broad statistics of. So CA final group 1, 72,000 people appeared in May 15, out of which 8,370 people cleared. That's 11.4%. Group 2, 77,941 people appeared, out of which 12,894 people cleared it. That's 16.5%. And both group में 42,000 people roughly appeared for it. उसमें 3500 लोग clear हुए. That's 8.26%. The professional opportunity is endless. Once you become a chartered accountant, you can get into customer negotiation, where you will do vendor management. You can get into digital. You can own a profit and loss account. जो बोला कि मैं धंधा करके कंपनी को कमा के दूंगा. You can get into IFRS. You can get into business analytics, pricing. कंपनीज को जो टेंडर भरने रहते हैं. So this is what is going to help you. SOX, internal audit and SOX compliance. So there are a lot of opportunities here. So opportunities could be audit. आप internal audit एक कंपनी का कर सकते हो. Tax, controllership, treasury, FP&A, secretarial, business finance, business support. A gamut of opportunities in corporate finance is what can come your way if you are a chartered accountant. And post qualification, you can do courses like ESA, which is Diploma in Systems Audit, DIRM, Management Accountancy course, Corporate Management course, Tax Management course, ITL and WTO. ये सब क्या है? Basically, if you want to specialize in some particular field, like मेरे को WTO का specialist बनना है, this one good course that you can do here. Or nowadays, a lot of people are doing course in IFRS. So these are post qualification courses offered at very nominal cost by the CA Institute. 20,000 रुपए के अंदर ये courses हो जाते हैं. Now one big opportunity which has exploded for chartered accountants in the current times is the GST implementation. So lot of opportunities do keep coming. आज से अभी Ind AS, internal financial controls, that is internal audit, and GST are the 3 big areas where a lot of chartered accountants are required. अभी जो मोदी का काला धन का स्कीम था, now because of the massive thrust on banking, a lot of chartered accountants will also be required in banking. So the good advantage about CA is also that you get directed into civil services. Even if you are not a graduate, you are eligible for PhD in certain universities. So tie up with triple IM. So it's not IIM, it is triple IM on certain management courses. And 15 certificate courses which are offered by the institute. जो हमने अभी समझा, जैसे information systems audit, WTO, insurance risk management, etc. Coming to CS, now CS as an opportunity is very good nowadays because of the new Companies Act 2013 and the kind of onerous responsibilities it has casted on the key management personnel of the company. तो अभी chartered accountants जितना ही demand हो गया है company secretary का. So, but it's very difficult to clear. So, as per data which I have, 3.83% people clear both modules of CS. So, CS today is I know a company secretary who is at a salary of 1 crore rupees at the age of 45 to 46 in a pharma company. So, I think this is also, it will depend on the number of moves you make, the kind of companies that you choose to work with. And most importantly, do you like secretarial work? Because secretarial work will be very different from corporate finance. Secretarial work has got elements of making minutes of a meeting or making resolutions for board and doing a lot of filing and return uploading at the Ministry of Corporate Affairs website, Form 8, Form 11, Form 32. तो आपको क्या वो लाइफ अच्छा लगता है वो आपको डिसाइड करना है. And therefore CS could be a choice. CMA again as a course is good. Now one good thing that has happened with this CMA course is that they've lobbied with the government, and so what has happened is that any government job which is requiring a chartered accountant will also give an equal opportunity to a cost accountant. So आप जितने भी PSU jobs भी देखेंगे जैसे CA जॉब पोर्टल में, तो it will always be CA और CMA. So that is one thing that you can probably look at as a backup option as well. Now coming to MBA. Now MBA can be of two types. One is a 2-year MBA and the 1-year MBA. मैंने जो किया था IIM अहमदाबाद से वो 1-year MBA था. That was out after some substantial work ex of 5 years, 6 years and all. So MBA will prepare you for a career in mid or level or senior management with above average salary potential, and you will also have options in accounting, financial planning. Now MBA में बहुत classic चीज़ है कि it can be a 2-year MBA, it can be an accelerated MBA, it can be a part-time MBA. जैसे SPJ ने एक family MBA ऑफर करता है where आप अपने फैमिली बिजनेस को ज्वाइन करिए और वो कोर्स साथ साथ करिए. द नेक्स्ट सब पीरियड वेयर आपको कुछ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आवर्स के लिए बॉम्बे जाना पड़ेगा. देयर कैन बी इवनिंग MBA, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल ISWBM इन कैलकाटा ऑफर्स एन इवनिंग MBA फॉर 2 years. तो आपको हफ्ते में 3 दिन शाम को 5:30 बजे वहाँ पहुँचना है. और IMT गाजियाबाद फॉर एग्जांपल ऑफर्स अ पार्ट टाइम MBA फ्रॉम देयर ऑकलैंड प्लेस थिंग इन कैलकाटा वेयर आपको संडेज को वहाँ जाना है कॉन्टैक्ट आवर्स के लिए. मॉड्यूलर MBA हो सकता है जहाँ पे आपको कुछ मॉड्यूल्स पढ़ने जैसे सिक्किम मणिपाल देता है. एग्जीक्यूटिव MBA हो सकता है, एक फुल टाइम एग्जीक्यूटिव MBA हो सकता है. सो एग्जीक्यूटिव MBA विल बी फॉर एग्जांपल IIM कैलकाटा ऑफर्स एग्जीक्यूटिव MBA इन एसोसिएशन विद NIIT और सेम विद XLRI एज वेल. सो उसमें क्या है कि आप एक नियरेस्ट साइबर कैफे में जाके रिलायंस वर्ल्ड में यू attend those lectures over internet, and as compared to that full-time executive MBA is where you have to drop your job and lock, stock and barrel everything winds up. You go to a campus and stay there for a year and do it. चाहे वो इंडियन स्कूल ऑफ बिजनेस हैदराबाद से करिए, मोहाली से करिए, IIM अहमदाबाद, IIM बैंगलोर, IIM कलकत्ता, IIM लखनऊ, इंदौर, कोझिकोड, ग्रेट लेक्स इंस्टीट्यूट, या अब्रॉड से करिए INSEAD एंड हार्वर्ड, स्टैनफर्ड. आई मीन उसके कॉस्ट बहुत आई है. और आपको अगर मन के लिए चाहिए कि भैया हम जो MBA की एक डिग्री चाहिए तो ये डिस्टेंस लर्निंग का ऑप्शन भी है. सिम्बाइसिस पुणे फॉर एग्जांपल ऑफर डिस्टेंस लर्निंग. IIT गाजियाबाद का सेंटर फॉर डिस्टेंस लर्निंग है. So these are the kind of MBA programs. The top colleges will be the likes of FMS, IFT, MDI और IIM, TAPMI. अब ये रैंकिंग्स के बहुत डिफर करता है फ्रॉम मैगजीन टू मैगजीन एंड द एजेंसी टू द एजेंसी, बट द टॉप नेम्स विल ऑलवेज बी द कंट्री विच विल बी IIM अहमदाबाद, IIM कैलकाटा, IIM बैंगलोर, NITI, NMIMS, नरसिंह मुंजी, SPJ, MDI, IFT and FMS. So this is like the picture of IIM Ahmedabad. So now if you look at actuaries as a course, actuaries में क्या है? You are a business professional who deals with the financial impact of risk and uncertainty. So actuaries provide expert assessment in financial security systems with a focus on their complexity, mathematics and the mechanism. ये official. I mean इनको ये समझना है कि किसी भी इवेंट के होने का लाइक्लीहुड क्या है और इनकी कंपनी में उसका क्या इम्पैक्ट हो सकता है. सो एक इंश्योरेंस कंपनी को ये समझना है कि लोग कितना मर सकते हैं. एक हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी को ये समझना है कि लोगों को अचानक हार्ट अटैक कितना हो सकता है. तो क्या हेल्थ प्रीमियम जो वो ले रहे हैं उसमें से अगर 2% लोगों को सर्जरी करानी पड़ी तो क्या वो प्रीमियम इनफ है. सो व्हाट इज़ द लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी, व्हाट इज़ द एवरेज मोर्टेलिटी रेट, व्हाट इज़ द डिजीज रेट. अगर डायबिटिक है तो क्या होगा, नॉन डायबिटिक है तो क्या होगा, स्मोकर है तो क्या होगा, नॉन स्मोकर है तो क्या होगा. सो एक्चुअलीज विल बी dealing with a lot of that uncertainty and probability. So is he actually a fortune teller? No, he's not a fortune teller. It's a lot of numbers and calculations. So he can also tell you that okay, this is the probability that how many times you will gamble before you win something on the slot machine or the jackpot payout. So that is past data which is extrapolated to the future. is something that you need to understand as a. So is he a professional gambler? No, it's not that. It's a lot of science behind it. So what does it actually do? He can look at car insurance. How old are you? How old is your car? With every successive year, as the car ages, the value will go down. अगर पेट्रोल भरता है तो क्या उसका यूसेज फर्क पड़ता है? What is the popularity of with thieves? So ऑल्टो को कोई चुराएगा कि जैगुआर लैंड रोवर को? Cost to repair. These are the factors which an actuary will consider, and he will say, boss, okay, agar Santro 5 years old, this should be the kind of premium that Royal Sundaram should charge from its customers. Planning for present and future. So you kind of talk about life insurance, pension, mortgage, credit insurance, health insurance. In the same way as health insurance company assists customers to plan for unforeseen events, the actuary helps insurance companies understand their risk and plan for futures accordingly. Very recently, Costa Concordia capsized on this particular date in January. They became the biggest maritime insurance case, जिसमें insurance companies को $1 billion प्रीमियम के बदले में क्लेम देना पड़ेगा. The ship was insured 513 million by insurance companies. So that's going to be what is going to dent their balance sheets. तो इस टाइप का जो इवेंट है इसको ब्लैक स्क्वान इवेंट बोलते हैं, जिसका ऑकरेंस का लाइक्लीहुड बहुत कम होता है. सो अगर वैसा इवेंट है तो कितना चांसेस है, कितना बड़ा पे आउट देना पड़ेगा, ये काम एक्चुअलीज देता है. सो क्लाइमेट चेंज फॉर एग्जांपल, एक्चुअलीज विल हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड. So what happens is that there is an actuarial common interest test which is applicable to all those who plan to enroll as members of IAI. Should have passed 10+2 with English as one of the subjects, and student is examined on basics in actuarial mathematics and statistics. So you can go to actuariesindia.org/ACTE and you can get details on the actuarial common interest test. Now, for example, recent experience is that 1663 candidates, out of that 675 people have cleared thing. And उसके अंदर पास परसेंटेज अगर आप देखें, engineer 56% of engineers clear it. Graduates with this figure will fall down to 28%. In IT professions it will be 22%, and others it will be 41%. So it will keep changing across background. So engineers, for example, will have a very good quantitative base, and it goes without saying that they will do very well in a course like actuaries, which is about numbers, probability, expectations, statistics, etc. International CFA can be pursued in India from CFA Institute, the US one, which is also known as International CFA, and CFA ICFAI University, also known as the Indian CFA. अभी मार्केट में इसी का डिमांड है. This was in demand 10 years ago probably, but International CFA has really taken over. International CFA will prepare you for a degree in core corporate finance. So the roadmap is that you enroll for International CFA, you take level 1 exam. आप level 1 exam जून में भी दे सकते हैं, दिसंबर में भी दे सकते हैं. level 2 exam सिर्फ जून में होता है, और level 3 exam भी फिर सिर्फ जून में होता है. Then you complete 4 years of relevant work ex, and then a professional conduct statement, and आपको फिर ये charter मिलता है. So these are the steps to become a chartered financial analyst from the International Institute. Effectively, you start earning after clearing L3. The charter is only when you are getting some quality work ex in designated field. So आप International CFA L3 clear करके अगर आप accounting में work experience दिखाएंगे for 4 years, you will not get the charter. You have to show that yes, I have worked in equity research, I have worked in financial modeling, I have worked in M&A. Only then you will get the International CFA charter. So what are the jobs it prepares you for? It can be an RM role, it can be a risk manager role. So 5% of International CFAs work in risk manager kind of a role. 5% of them will work in corporate finance, 5% in financial advisor, 6% as consultants. The bulk will be 15% as research analyst, चाहे equity ले लीजिए या debt ले लीजिए, and 22% will be portfolio manager, which is a sexy job in terms of you are managing funds for mutual funds, banks, pension funds. आपके हाथ पे, आप कुबेर हो उस कंपनी के. You need to decide where do you invest, where do you earn the big bucks for the company. And so the pass percentage here is relatively far more enthusing. Even in so if you look at L1, average 42% of people from 1960 to 2015, और अगर आप latest trend देखें तो 2006 to 2015 39% people have cleared L1, 43% people have cleared L2, and 53% people have cleared L3. So in this particular course, if you compare it with CA and if you look at the trend also, it is very stable. 36, 34, 40, 39, 40, 39, 35, 35, 46, 34. ट्रेंड देखिए स्टैटिस्टिक्स वाइज ज़्यादा स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन नहीं है. इफ यू लुक एट इवन L3 इट्स 55, 76, 50, 53. So what are the kind of jobs that people do as we looked at it? After this is research analyst, चाहे आप equity research में हो या डेट मार्केट्स को कवर करते हैं. अब इसमें दो मॉडल हो सकते हैं. You can either work for a domestic company looking at Indian equities, या lot of companies have set up KPOs in India, जैसे कोपा लंबा है या इरेवना है, that is क्रिसिल का subsidiary, and similarly eValueServe and all. So these are companies which do a lot of outsourcing work. And portfolio manager again can be hardcore portfolio that the funds are with you, or you can support a portfolio manager in the US or a hedge fund in the US sitting out of an office in Pune, where you will do the number crunching and the data manipulation. Manipulation will be probably not an appropriate word. Data crunching and number crunching, data extrapolation. So that you will try to help, and the numbers will be mind-boggling. So you could probably be part of a team which has $2 billion in asset under management. So that is the kind of magic which this particular thing has. Coming to UPSC as a course. Now UPSC has one very interesting thing, that it has a lot of vacancies, 457 to 1364. The vacancies are increasing over the years. इसमें general category में 718 out of 1364 है. So I thought I give you some real life data so that you can actually visualize that will you be part of this kind of a cream de la cream. If you are SC, ST, OBC, nothing like it. You are born in India to rule India. So I find a lot of wealthy people with OBC certificates. That is again very nice. In general, you will have relatively, let's say 50% of the seats under vacancies in that particular year. So it keeps changing from year to year. As far as statistics is concerned, total applicants will be somewhere around 3.5 lakh to 4 lakhs. This number should not really matter because इसमें most of the people will be like non-serious, जिनको बस देना है एक बार शगुन का IS देना है. 50% appeared in prelims. 2.5 to 3% of applicants cleared prelims. 2.5 to 2 to 2.5% cleared them in mains. Appeared in mains, cleared mains में 0.25% to 0.3%. So final success rate will be 1 out of every 10,000 applicants roughly. The candidates who get IAS out of that will be 0.0025%. So IAS is the cream de la cream, जहाँ आप district magistrate या those kind of thing बने. IAS है, उसके बाद IPS होता है. So it is the most difficult of all. So data tells you that out of 2,71,442 people who appeared for civil services in 2012, 998 qualified. That is 3.7 candidates per 1,000 candidates. Something like 0.37%. If you compare that with the joint entrance exams or IITs, 12,60,219 people appeared, but उसमें 20,000-21,000 लोगों का हो गया, which is like 16.5 per 1,000, मतलब 1.65%. वहाँ था 0.37%. और अगर आप CAT for IIMs देखें तो 3,335 people got chance in the IIMs out of 1,95,000 people. So 17 out of every 1,000, that is 1.7%. So IAS remains to be the most difficult of them all. 0.37% of pass rate is what there. Very few make it. So why I'm giving you these numbers is that it might be appearing to be a very glamorous profession. Yes, it is, because it is respect, it's working for your country, it's a lot of power. But also understand whether you have that magic factor in you in terms of your ability to really slog it out, face rejection, and face all these difficult levels. So appeared in primary exams keeps on increasing, and these are the few people who will make it out of it. जो 310 था 2002 में और 998 था 2012 में, एंड आउट ऑफ लाइक, हाँ इसमें सीरियस एप्लीकेट्स कितने हैं वो, विच विल बी मच लोअर देन दिस फिगर ऑफ 2,71,000. But still, yeah, you will really need to focus on IAS as a thing. A lot of people now, after chartered accountancy, they are opting for UPSC, or even after IIT plus IIM Ahmedabad or IIM Bangalore, they've made it to IAS because they feel that this is what will give them kick. The kick, matlab, in terms of the money plus things and all. It's a long haul in terms of 3.8% people make it, और so on. And the veterans game is, अब इसका एज का वाइज ब्रेकअप देखें तो the bulk of passing will happen between 24 to 30 years. So 24 to 26 age bracket में 25% of the selections happen. 26 to 28% years में 26.9% of the selections happen. 28 to 30 में 21.2% of the selections happen, and on this side of the other side of the thing it's 13% each. So bulk of the selections will happen, मतलब आप जितने young हैं, so 30 and above अगर आप हो चुके हैं तो it's very rare. 13% people make it. 13% of the selected candidates are from the age bracket of 30 and above. 24 to 30 is where 3/4 of the candidates are there. So catch them young वाला चीज़ हो जाता है. In fact अगर ये पूरा loop ले ले, so bulk of it will happen below 30, in fact below 28. So this is one data that you need to understand. Technocrats find it easier to become bureaucrats. If you have the higher degree, your success rate becomes much better as compared to bachelor's degree. Much मतलब ये 0.2% दिख रहा है, but eventually it's very good. देखिए इंजीनियरिंग में 12% है, मेडिकल साइंस पीपल मेक इट वेरी वेल 16.8%, साइंस ह्यूमैनिटीज ओवरऑल डिफरेंट पीपल है. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट टेक्नोक्रेट्स like engineers or medical science people, especially with higher degrees, will make it easier into the IAS cadre. Delhi fulfills most number of dreams. Delhi में if you look at it, interviewed people are, let's say 11,700, उसमें 1,500 people are selected. यूपी में the largest number of people are interviewed, but selection सबसे कम उससे कम होता है 998. डिफरेंट स्टेट से देखिए, वेस्ट बंगाल इसमें आएगा ही नहीं कहीं पे. इट्स नॉट रियली आई थिंक सो. यू नीड टू बी वेरी ऑफ दिस डेटा दैट Delhi actually fulfills most dreams. I'm not advocating for any particular coaching institute in Delhi. What I'm trying to tell you is that the environment and all will really matter in terms of IAS as a course. Bihar maybe it's very good. 3,200 people get interview calls. 166 make it. Uttarakhand 1,460, 158 make it. West Bengal maybe it's decent actually. 1,035, but only 137 make it. Which is good, but यहाँ MBS मुझे लगता है थोड़ा कम है as compared to Delhi या यूपी बिहार. Especially if you're not internally driven, आपको एक हवा में जज्बा चाहिए. It's like going to Kota for IIT का कोचिंग. So I think probably Delhi makes some sense. But आज के डेट में क्या है कि ऑनलाइन इतना कुछ आ गया है कि it really should not make. So look at this penchant of these states: झारखंड, बिहार, उत्तराखंड, मध्य प्रदेश, आंध्र प्रदेश, JNU, राजस्थान, तमिलनाडु. राजस्थान में lot of people make it to IAS. उत्तर प्रदेश and Delhi are mind-boggling in number. So and Pondicherry, Meghalaya, Manipur and all. So entry into IAS, IPS and the central services, जिसमें Group A and Group B होता है, is through the UPSC exams. Recruitment to Indian Forest Service is through a different procedure, and State Civil Services is through a competitive exam conducted by every state Public Service Commission. So that's how it stacks up. Overall it will be IFS, उसके बाद Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, Foreign Service, Revenue Service, Post and Telecommunication, Accounts and Finance Service, Railway Traffic Service, RPF, Defense State, Defense, IAS, मतलब फिर CISF, IRPF and so on. Most people will want to be part of the IAS, IPS, IFS or IRS cadre, and some of them also end up doing prestigious jobs in railways and post and telecommunication and all. So that's how the cookie crumbles for UPSC. The popular exam is called CSAT. Got two papers. Paper 1 is of 200 marks, 100 questions from history, political science, geography, science, economics and a lot of other topics. And paper 2 is of 200 marks, 80 questions of reasoning, quant and problem solving. ये पैटर्न चेंज होता रहता है ईयर ऑन ईयर. मई 2015 में CSAT is only a qualifying paper. Bar is as low as 33% and aspirants will be graded on merit on the basis of GSP1, that's General Studies Paper 1. फिर मेन टेस्ट में क्या है, इंग्लिश 300 मार्क्स का है, हिंदी 300 मार्क्स का है, हिंदी और एनी इंडियन लैंग्वेज. 4 papers of general studies, 250 marks each, and 2 papers in a chosen subject, and then comes an interview. So the scores of the main and interview are clubbed and you get your final rank. So this is how it is. The CSAT, paper 1, paper 2 and then main में एक पेपर, 2 पेपर, 6 and 8 पेपर होते हैं टोटल, and then a very grilling interview. बट IAS में मैंने जो देखा है, मेरे बचपन का एक दोस्त है जो मेरे स्कूल में बगल में बैठता था. नाउ ही इज दी one of the most successful people in the IAS fraternity. He is now posted in the same district where he was born and brought up. I mean, at least adjacent. So he was born and brought up in Bali, Havda, but he's now in Hooghly. So it's a very prestigious thing. He really wanted to do it. So उसने साइंस किया 11-12 में, उसके बाद इको ऑनर्स लेके गया, फिर मास्टर्स किया दिल्ली जाके, and then he struggled for 5-6 years and eventually made it. What's the restriction? No what attempts वाला यहाँ पे concept नहीं है. It's only for SC ST. General category 4 times, OBC 7, IFS में 4-7 no and so forth. So it's very important कि अगर आप 4 बार में सिविल्स में नहीं निकाल पाते हैं तो आपको you're not eligible to apply for it again. But आप SC ST है तो आप जमाइए देश के. There is no restriction. Career backup plans is if you really don't make it to IAS, you can go to IES, that's engineering services. IFS है, geologist है. State के सारे exams are open. Bank में, so I know a student of mine who could not make it to IAS after making it to mains or up to interview stage. तो उसने State Bank of India में probationary officer बन गया है वो. या ये PSU, LIC, UNGC tops, या प्रोफेसर बन सकते हैं. You might return to private job, you might start your business, you can do an MBA. So these are kind of career plans because इसमें थोड़ा risk reward ratio वाला कहानी है. Not everyone who has done it will make it. So then there are these events like career choices like event management, where fashion shows and networking events. So this is something that really is your calling. Banking. So banking में क्या होता है, probationary officers are directly recruited officers in the bank who are initially recruited on probation for 2 years. It's a coveted job because there's a lot of prestige. Entry of point यही होता है. और if you look at all the top honchos in this country, for example, the SBI chairman, she's also been a probationary officer. So उनको ब्रांच में रखता है, एडमिन ऑफिस में रखता है, तो धीरे धीरे they move up the hierarchy. इसके लिए annually exam होता है, SBI PO exam and all. Hotel management is a choice which you can do after 10+2. Different degrees and different colleges है. Journalism. So one friend of mine after 12 commerce and SRCC, he became a journalist, Ashish Mishra, and he worked in newspapers like Forbes and Mint. So Forbes was more of a magazine. So but yeah, he was a very famous, and now he's done his startup called the Ken. So journalism is good. Various colleges where you can study for journalism. Different roles can be, you can become a fashion photographer, film director, TV correspondent. So it's all about media, video jockey and all that. Law is a very good option. So law in India is an honorable career. So इसके लिए क्या है, class 12 के बाद आपको CLAT देना है. That's the common law admission test, also known as CLAT. So इसमें क्या है, any of the 14 law universities, NLUs, एंड TNLS TREEE एंड ऑल दिस है. फिर LSAT होता है, DU का LLB होता है, SET होता है, सिम्बाइसिस एंट्रेंस, एंड देन ULSSCT होता है, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पेट्रोलियम एंड एनर्जी स्टडीज. So these are the places where you can offer so a very prestigious. You have to then specialize in either civil or criminal. अब सिविल के अंदर भी क्या होता है, lot of people are now specializing in forensic or in intellectual property rights or international treaties, tax. So LLB के अंदर बहुत specialization and all है. Fashion could be a career for you. Photography could be a career for you. Psychology can be a career for you where you help people deal with mental issues in terms of behavioral patterns and all that. You could be an interior designer. Today, interior designers earn a lot of money with the kind of wealth Indians are having and their aspirations to have good houses. Non-conventional may all these, from a wine taster to a tea taster to pet grooming, and a lot of things can be done today. Ethical hacking. So number of cybercrime cases have increased, hacking email accounts. So ethical hackers will try to hack your system and tell you whether it is foolproof. So it's like they will warn you that yeah, these are the loopholes into your system and it's now prone to hacking. So ethical hacking, fashion choreography, food critic, can be home-based jobs. You can be an online tutor, online store. You can have, so today a lot of people who I know, they have opened their online store. They sell on Flipkart, whether it is clothes, cosmetics, shoes, or any other product you are passionate about. Let's say artificial jewelry. So eBay, Estee, Amazon, or you can become an online tutor. You can teach people abroad on Skype. You can be a blogger. आज के डेट में लोगों का यूट्यूब चैनल है, जो ये वीडियो भी मेरे जिस यूट्यूब चैनल में है. द आइडिया इज टू अर्न फ्रॉम एडवर्टाइजिंग रेवेन्यूज. कैन बी ए कंटेंट राइटर, ट्रांसलेटर, एंड आई मीन अगर आपको कुछ करना है जिंदगी में तो आपको जरूर कुछ ना कुछ आप कर ही सकते हैं. Those are things. So it's time for you to reflect on what are the career choices that really excite you, where you think of it at the age of 60 and I retire. Yes, this is the choice which is really going to make me feel very very accomplished in life. So ये वाला चीज़ अपने को अगर आप समझ में आया है तो we'll be very happy. So think about it. I'm always available anytime on mail or try on the WhatsApp or Facebook. Let's discuss. I really feel happy when I can share inputs more specific probably in nature. So thank you very much for attending this session.